Okay, so we're up to the second paragraph here. In order to effect the aforementioned avodah, which is to transform the shtus, the clip, the shtus, the kedusha, and so on, to make the self a mishkan in the world, a mishkan, a dirah yizbarach. So tzarich likon is one has to enter the liyas chelik and be a part, b'tzivus havayah. So the Maamer explains the the three meanings of the word tzava. Number one, tzava lashon zman, tzava in the sense of time, set time. Is there not a set time for man upon the earth? That's number one. Tzava melashon tzivion, and this word tzivion has many translations. And here he says, in modern Hebrew, it means character. But here he says, Rotzen v'yofi, and I don't know if perhaps he's referring to the Aramaic word tzavi. It's not Hebrew, it's Aramaic, and it means to desire. So it could be that's what he means. V'yofi, and then he adds even something else, which sho'inyan ha'iskalus. That's the conclusion that it means iskalus, integration. Well, yofi means, beauty means, is an integration of colors or whatever, or music, whatever, all beauty is in harmony. And rotzen, desire, is you're desiring something, so you want to become one with it. So I guess that's the meaning of iskalus. Again, how it's seen in the words tzivion, I'm not clear. At any rate, the third piddush, v'tzava loshen chayil, soldier, army. So all these things are required, they're all integral to being, entering, as the Rebbe says, and becoming part of tzivus havayah. Makodim is explained at length in the previous sefer. And after addressing in Perek Yud, the previous Perek of last year, Bais the first two Perushim, namely time and iskalus. So the Maschil Levari Perek Yud Alef ikri shebetzava. In this 11th chapter, he explains the primary meaning of tzava. Melashon chayil, soldier. Ikri sheba'avodah, that's the ikar of avodah. Why? Ki pirish tzava melashon zman, tzava meaning time, or aktanai ba'avodah. That's a condition to the avodah. The loy avodah atzma doesn't address the actual avodah itself. The heinish avodah, the Torah mitzvah sichali is bizman mokim or betever. Where do you have to do your avodah? Every moment is precious. It's got to be done in zman, time and place, and engage nature. Ki you do? I see Purim, but the same it's in opinions as it's no stories of the Rebbe. Before I see it to look at the Purim, where time is integral to avodah. The Alter Rebbe wanted the Chassidim to be mesuder in time and so on. And the second pirish, v'gam pirish tzava melashon tzivin v'iskalulus, and this idea of iskalulus, of being incorporated with others, that's what it means here. Ein inyan avodah atzma, that's not the avodah itself. Ki machana the avodah, that's the achana. Karini mekabel alai. Which was a say, we say before each day before davening. Shachoni iskal shekeli atzmeim kol Yisrael. He says that this is the hachana that he incorporates himself and connects to all Yidden. Shezel kodem atfilah, it's before tefillah, which is avodah. Then tzarich lekabel al atzmeim mitzvahs v'hafta l'recha kamoich. He has to accept upon himself to love his fellow Jews. Kizel Yisrael hachana l'chol ha'torah. That's the foundation of preparation. As he explains in the Maamer, this idea of iskalulus, we learned Yidden are different in the madrigas. There are the intellectual Torah, masters of Torah, masters of secrets of Torah. There are simple folk. Before one embarks on avodah, one has to connect to all Yidden. Because by connecting to all Yidden, he's connecting to his own neshama in a deeper way. If he's not connecting to all Yidden, he hasn't access to the depth of his own neshama. So how does it begin avodah if he's not bringing all the resources of his own self? But all of this is dachon. Avodah atzmo in Kabbalah Soil. But the avodah is Kabbalah Soil. She's saying in Tzavim Melashon Choyel, and this is soldier. And this we begins to explain now Perikut Alef. The main avodah, soldiers, army. She's now going to explain. What is this inyan that in Hashem's army we are soldiers? So this is Shaykh Hashem Tzvokos Hashem Kodesh. This is connected to the name Tzvokos, which is one of the 7 holy names of Hashem. The whom Zayin Shem V'Shem Chokim. These are the 7 that, again, once written, cannot be erased. So what is this? Din Yedua Shekol HaKoich. What is this name? Shekol HaKoich is the Neshamas Yisrael and Nimshachim Ma'inyonim Shalamayla. All of the faculties and the components of neshamas all are drawn from above. Or koloshin, like the loshin, like he says in Tanya, shenishtal shulamehem. The neshama devolves and descends from the Elam Elyonim, starting with Atzilus, higher even. So because kinyoyin ikri di Yisrael, and certainly this primary thing we're talking about now. That a Yid is a soldier. As a kosher v'shaych li in tzava shalamayla, this is connected to what tzava means above. That kefishu ba'atzvo is tracing tzava to its very essence of the Eibishter. She's Shem Tzvokos, that's the holy name Tzvokos. And explains the Maamer as follows. Shem Zen is Gali Adi Anavim. So this name was revealed by the Nevi'im. In fact, it was Chana that first personally called Hashem the Lord of Hosts. The B'Torah Le'nizka Shem Tzvokos. We don't find in Torah that the Eibush is called by the name Tzvokos. V'nizka Raksivis Hashem. We talk about Eden, the hosts of Hashem, the Koy Ad Yisrael, and that refers to Eden in the quote of the Maamer. Now the Rebbe explains what this means. Even though for sure the name Tzivis Hashem, so even though in Pashtus it's not talking about God, the word Tzivokos, Tzivos, hosts, but it's shaykh to the name Tzivokos that will be revealed later. Even though it's revealed later, it doesn't mean that before that Id are not connected to this inyan, to this name Tzvokos. You follow the point? Even though it's used only, if you wouldn't read further, you'd never know this name refers to God. It's only revealed later by the Nevi'im. But the pshat is that it always did. This name Tzvokos is always associated with Shem Tzvokos. Yidden were called in Tzivis Havaya, meaning connecting to Shem Tzvokos. In the next page, especially by Matan Torah. What does he want to say, especially Matan Torah? Then the world was at its highest state, like it was at the outset of creation. The world is created whole and perfect. And therefore, at the time of Matan Torah, they were much higher than the world, and Yidden were in a much higher state than afterwards, which was Chet HaEgel, and the Nevi'im lived in the era of Chet HaEgel. Now you have to fix the Chet. So certainly then Yidden were connected to Shem Tzvokos. Hello, there, what's the inyan? The the name hadn't emerged as an independent name, it's still a holy name of Hashem even then, and that's associated with Yidden then. So what's the but secondary to Shem Havaya? So in other words, when we're saying that Yidden are called Tzivos Havaya, the net result of this discussion is that we don't just, the word Tzivos is not only a reference to the Yidden, it's saying Yidden are connected to Shem Tzivokos as it is bottled to Shem Havaya. That's how it was with Rabbi Moishe. Till the Nevi'im. Yachakach made a Nevi'im, and then by the man Nevi'im, Nasa Shem Tzivokos b'fnei Atzma. That's when it emerged and became an independent name. But this name of Hashem, rooted, as he will explain in Atzmos, was ever present. As he will explain at length, only emerges later. Then it became Echad Mizayin Hashem B'Shenim Nimchakim. Then it becomes one of the 7 names that cannot be erased. It emerges, as it were, independent of Havaya, actually higher than Shem Havaya. By the Kamon Siv Zayin. We're going to explain later. Siv Zayin hadn't learned yet. Anyway, Hefesh Ben Basi fundamental the difference between Shem Tzivokos being bottled to Shem Havaya or Shem Tzivokos being independent. Just based on what the Rebbe's Maamer is saying, we can see already that it's Netzach V'Hoid, and Netzach V'Hoid are rooted in Atzmos even higher than Shem Havaya, as we had already learned generally in this ois of the Rebbe. Yeah.